Hey guys, today we're going to be reacting to King Pixel's Backrooms Lighting and Title Survey. So, yeah. And if you guys haven't seen my reaction to Found Footage Free yet, go watch that. I uploaded it I think it was like a day after it came out, I uploaded that reaction. So, yeah. And it's only been 3 weeks since Found Footage Free came out, and we already have another video, which is impressive, because not that many people would be able to do that, especially the quality Kane's videos is in. So, yeah. I did make a video on the post he made, just in case if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. This is the post he made. So yeah, and a lot of people thought that this was like something related to the movie, and the other side of the community thought it was for a video, he probably wouldn't be able to show anything on set or the set at all, since it would spoil something, so he wouldn't be able to do that with A24 or anything to not spoil. So yeah, but yeah, and now we know. So yeah, so that was him teasing the video, and yeah, we finally got it. And this came out a week ago or something like that, a couple weeks ago. If you're wondering why I didn't react to it when it came out, go check out my Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 video, my reaction, because if you guys didn't know by now, yeah, I finally uploaded my reaction to the teaser, so go watch that, and I explain why I haven't been uploading and all of that, so go to that. So, yeah. So yeah, this is 8 minutes long. And hopefully it's just not about what the title says. Like, hopefully it actually has more in it and more, stuff in it. So, yeah, but even if it is just that, I'll be satisfied, because it's been 2 years since we got one of these videos. So, yeah. November 14th, 1989.
Today is November 14th. It is a Tuesday.
So this takes place before Pitfalls and everything else we've seen already, I think. And this also takes place before the Mark and Peter incident. So, yeah. So this is before Peter went too much in time and everybody thought he was dead. So this is a year before that, and I think a year after they opened the portal, because I could be wrong, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they opened the portal in 1988. Like, I'm pretty sure that was the date in that video.
It is incredibly cold.
Yeah, I wonder why King changed this. Like, I wonder why he changed how this looks. Because if you guys watch the older videos, the videos from 2 years ago, this was not there. So I wonder why that's there now. Like, I wonder why he decided to change it. I highly doubt it has anything to do with the movie or anything, or something like that, but I could be wrong. I highly doubt. I highly doubt he had to change it because of movie issues or something like that. I think he just wanted to, redesign it or something like that. Because a lot of people, and myself included, when he uploaded that picture, pointed out that the entrance looks a little different. So, yeah. But who knows, maybe he put that there on purpose. Well, yeah, he obviously did, but maybe he put that there and it's gonna get explained why it was there. Who knows, maybe once Async opened the portal, they put that there for some reason to enter. I don't know. Who knows, maybe they were being cautious about it, since, well, they did just open a portal to a whole nother dimension and all of that, and it's a white room and all of that. I mean a yellow room. So, who knows. But if that were to be the case, then that means they would have took this down a year later in 1990 and built that little, room in there. If you guys don't remember, in Pitfalls and the video Peter went missing and all the other videos, we saw that eventually Async built a tiny room space in this area right here and all of that, so to be in and all of that. So I'm assuming once they did that, they didn't need this anymore, so they took it down. Hopefully by the time you're watching this, we'll actually have a hitting system down here. Oh yeah. He's talking about the room they eventually built. So yeah. So this is what they went through to go into the back room. So they built this there, and by the portal, and they used it to get in there. And, like, while they were waiting for that room to be built or something like that. Pressure and steps are in the right there. Just make sure to get the red one, alright? Because the green one won't. Okay. And they're putting number stamps on all the walls right here, which they eventually took down as well. So yeah, as you can see, when Async went in here, they literally were putting stuff like that on there and researching it, and they were being cautious about it since, well, this is their first time seeing something like that. I mean, it's not their first time seeing a yellow office room, but they opened a portal to it and all that, and well, yeah, it's a whole other dimension, so they're being cautious about it. I don't really think Async knows it's a whole different dimension. I know, they opened a portal to it and all that, and they might know it's, from a different dimension and all that, and that's why you have monsters in it and all that. So yeah, they might know that it's from a different dimension, especially after learning that there's a life in there. Undiscovered life. So, yeah. But who knows? I mean, if they did know that by the time Pitfalls came out, then they definitely didn't know at the time of this video. So, yeah. No, you got to always cock up the hands, man. I've seen people get too confused with that.
For more than 75 years, we've strived to make a difference, inspiring mind, body,
and if you don't have subtitles on, don't worry, I got them on for you, but if you're planning to watch this video on your own, just make sure to have subtitles on, because it's very hard to understand what they're saying, because before, 2 years ago, in the older videos, before, you can hear them, super clearly. You can hear them clear as day. It was a lot easier to hear them. Yeah, sure, it was a little muffled, but you could hear them way better than you can now. So, yeah, but I guess, it being this muffled is more realistic, but still. So, yeah. So and they gave the camera to that guy.
There's no installation on.
You know, I'm actually surprised that once you take one of the placement, one of the place boards, whatever it's called, off of the ceiling, and you look into the back rooms, what's above the ceiling in the back rooms. I'm actually surprised that it looks normal so far from everything we've seen in the back rooms, and we know it's not really supposed to make sense, so I'm surprised it looks like an actual Like something what it would look like in a house.
Yeah, but I'm seeing a
Well, there's no on top, but I'm seeing a bunch on the floor above.
There's ventilation as well.
That's one it has as well. You can see that. You see the vents.
You see that? You see the vents?
Yeah, it goes around the back to the right.
Yeah, some of it's insulated, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a vent guy. I don't know.
Bro, you literally work with async. Like you're literally a scientist or something like that, researching this whole other dimension and all that. And you say you're not a vent guy. Like, how did you even get this job?
Oh, it looks no rust, I think. Huh.
More than one floor, and I use that term loosely. We then attempted to cut power to the nearest floor.
You know what would have been cool in that scene? Is if Kane, like, had, like, a monster or something living up there. Because I remember seeing, like, a fan-made video inspired by Kane's series where somebody looks up through the tiles in the back rooms and does what he does, but then they see a monster and it runs towards them. So, yeah, it would have been cool if he did that there. I wonder if he'll eventually do that. I think he will, but I could be wrong. It's okay if he doesn't, but I would like to see that. So, yeah. But of course that wouldn't happen this early since Async didn't really know there was life or anything like that in the back rooms until Pitfalls, and this takes place a year before that, so, yeah.
Light fixture, a standard troffer. However, we were unable to isolate the power source, and the conduit remained live, despite the absence of any visible external power supply. The source of electrical current remains unknown at this time. Using an insulated toolkit, we carefully isolated the light fixture from its electrical conduit, extracted the troffer from the ceiling, and transported it back inside, back to standard for analysis. And a 0.5 meter sample of conduit was also taken, with all exposed wiring safely secured.
Who knows, like, I'm starting to think that Async probably did know that there was life in the back rooms, but sent their employees in there anyways without telling them. How would they have known that? I don't know. They would, like, when they opened the portal, they probably sent somebody in there and that person came across a creature. So, yeah, who knows? But I doubt it. Like, I don't think Async is, like, really evil. Like, sure. Like, a lot of people think Async's evil and all of that. And that they're lying about, and they're still lying about Peter being dead, but I don't think they are. And I think they're genuinely telling the truth. But if they really are evil at all, and if they're that evil to keep lying about Peter's death or lied about how he died again, and they knew that there was dangerous creatures in there and still sent them in there without telling them, then they're really truly evil.
Afterwards in the ceiling. So the ceiling tile extracted measures 1.27 meters by 1.14 meters, which is certainly not standard. But it's composed primarily of mineral fiber. It seems normal in composition. Has a fissured texture with mild tegular edges. So just after initial analysis, the composition of the tile estimated is around 60% mineral wool, which is fibers of amorphous silicate, usually derived from, I think it's basalt or slag, around 20% expanded perlite, which is primarily of silicon dioxide and aluminium oxide, and the rest is a undefined mixture of silicate material, some starch, latex polymers, and some organic fibers derived from plant materials, recycled cellulose, really. But the light troffer housing is made of galvanized steel coated with a thin layer of zinc. Inside, the fluorescent bulbs are non-standard in proportion, most closely resembling T12 bulbs. So the 4 bulbs measure 1.2 meters in length with a diameter of 38.1 millimeters. We're extrapolating here, only 51, but that bulb and we assume the rest contain the following components. Phosphor coating, the calcium hemophosphate for converting ultraviolet light to
Did
visible
bro,
light.
did bro really just upload a Backrooms video about lights? Bro.
Mercury vapor in a small quantity, which facilitates the ultraviolet light emission. Argon gas, and again, this is all standard for these fluorescent bulbs. That's an inert gas that assists with regulating the current and really starting the bulbs. And they are connected via a G13 base, which is a standard 2-pin base with 13 millimeter spacing for electrical connection. So the wiring connected to the fixture is PVC insulated copper, which appears standard again. The prismatic diffuser over the bulbs is made of polymethyl acrylate, which is again commonly used for its light diffusion properties. I mean, it's what we have in the building here, very standard.
Robinhood Gold allows others to earn their very liberal rates on idle cash.
Very standard. But we also inspected the ballast, which is of the electromagnetic type. There's some variation in how they're being manufactured.
I wonder if Async will ever experience something like we saw in Found Footage 3 with Robbie talking to that guy in real life, and he ended up no clipping. I wonder if that will ever happen with, like, Async. Like, I wonder if he'll ever get an interaction between, like, Async talking to this person from reality. Like, I wonder if that will ever happen. I doubt it, but who knows. So, yeah.
Now, this one contains a laminated steel core and copper windings designed to operate at 60 hertz. So the ballast emits a prominent 120 hertz hum. This seems to be the case for the majority, if not all, of the lights in the complex that we've assessed thus far, mostly just through simple curing. But this is due to magnetostriction and core vibration. But the noise may be
I
exacerbated.
also wonder what Async found behind that door in Pitfalls, because after Mark went over there and after Pitfalls and all of that, they obviously, like, built their way over there. As we can see, like, they were building, like, stuff over the holes and all of that so they can make their way over there, because they didn't want to risk falling or something like that. So, yeah. So I wonder what they find, what they found in there, because all we could see was a, like, green light. And if you guys, if you guys been watching the series, you would know that the green light is very important to the story. We've seen it multiple times, and I'm pretty sure it's the green light we saw. It's the same green light we saw in Found Footage 2. I'm pretty sure. It may look a little different, but I'm pretty sure it's the same one. So yeah, anyways, the first time we see it was in Pitfalls when Mark opens the door. Second time was in, like, Overflow, or Found Footage 2. And then, it was in Overflow and Found Footage 2. Then we see it again after that in, I think, Found Footage 3, yeah. But only for, like, a second. So, yeah.
By loose lamination plates or degradation of the insulating potting material over time. So it's definitely an indication that this has been running for a little bit. I mean, despite its age, the ballast is functional. Its large proportions suggest it was built for a non-standard space.
There's a lot of things I want to see, like, Async, like, talk about and see that we'll probably never see happen with them. One of them being somebody no-clipping. I don't think Async is aware that people are no-clipping into the back rooms, but I could be wrong. So, yeah. I mean, I don't remember if there was a video of them talking about it or something like that, but I don't think there was. And if I'm right, then, well, hopefully we do actually get to see them come across somebody who's no-clipped. And Async would probably want to know how they got there. So, yeah. And then they start, like, researching how it's possible for people to no-clip.
Something you find in the majority of offices or...
I also want to see them, like, get massacred by a entity, because really the only time we've seen Async come across a monster was in Pitfalls, obviously, and yeah. But I want to see them come across something like what we saw in Found Footage 3 and get massacred by something like that. But probably, I don't think the cameraman should get killed, but like some of the team he's with, or the entire team he's with, gets just massacred. Like, that would make people even more excited for the movie, because it gives you a taste of what we're gonna see in it and what kills we're gonna see in it as well.
Commercial spaces, though that's not something I'm too familiar with, truthfully. Now, we did find, so material compositions all seem expected, or we don't know what to expect here. They seem, everything we've looked at so far, this is rudimentary early testing, but everything seems pretty congruent with what you might expect from one of the dropper lights you could pull out of the ceiling in this building right here. So nothing too strange.
Yeah, you don't really need subtitles for this part. You can hear what she's saying pretty clearly.
But it's maybe makes things even stranger. Because we look at these lights and let me see. So several labels were marked on various components of the troffer.
And it sounds like this lady is in a meeting, just how the guy who was talking about Peter's death was obviously in a meeting, telling everybody what happened and all of that, and presenting it.
Ballast, we found markings for mark it as a universal ballast, type A, manufactured in 1975 with serial number A75234.
Oh, so it actually has a serial number, just like in real life. That's interesting.
X. The troffer itself is stamped 3X432, and that was manufactured in 1973 in Reading, Pennsylvania, and it is UL. Now the bulbs were manufactured by Sylvania, and they're marked F40SW. That's soft white, with no visible date information. It's left blank, but it is noted as made in the USA. So, I mean, though outdated in design, the fixture appears fully functional. The stable operation of all light fixtures in the subdivision points to a continuous, potentially autonomous power source, which still remains unidentified. We're doing what we can. The materials used are durable with minimal visible wear, suggesting they're built for long-term, possibly indefinite use. So this concludes the initial findings. Further investigation is necessary to determine the source.
It's the Planet Fitness.
So that's it, I guess. So, yeah. So yeah, this video didn't really have much in it. Like, it was literally just about a light and all of that. But, yeah. Like, we really didn't get any information from this video at all. But I'm hoping that we will in the next video. Like, we'll get something interesting with them. So, yeah. And I wonder if the next video will take place from where we left off with the last Async video 2 years ago. With Mark getting shot, almost dying, and Peter dying. I wonder if we're gonna see what's happening with them after that in the next video. So, yeah, because this video takes place before all of that. So I wonder if we're gonna like get what happens after that and what other plans I have for the back rooms after that. So yeah. Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, it was kind of cool to see them like research on something like the lights in the back rooms. So yeah, I wonder if they're gonna like research on more stuff like that, like if they're gonna like open the walls or something like that and see what's behind there. Hopefully they actually find something interesting, but I doubt it. So yeah. So yeah. Anyways, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.